Mummies here at Culture's English Country English book to read today. Magic Tree House, Three Mummies in the Morning, and Mr. the Floor, Chapter 1, Meow, and the end of Chapter 2. And one more time, story. Mr. Rabbit and the Lovely Present. Are you ready to read? Here we go. Magic Tree House. Three Mummies in the Morning. Chapter 1, Meow. It's still here, said Jack. It looks empty, said Annie. Jack and his 7-year-old sister grazed up a very tall oak tree. At the top of the tree was a tree house. Late morning sunlight at the woods. It's almost time for lunch. Shh, said Jack. What is that noise? What noise? I heard the noise, Jack said. He looked around. It sounded like someone shouting. I didn't hear anything, said Annie. Come on, let's go up. She grappled up the ladder and started climbing. Jack tiptoed over the clump and bushes. He pushed inside a small branch. Hello, he said. Anybody there? There no answer. Jack, come on, Annie called down. The tree house looked the same as it did yesterday. Jack felt that someone was nearly. Could it be a person who put the brooks in a tree house? Jack, called Annie. Jack raced over the top of the bushes. What is mystery main person watching him now? Maybe Anne wanted a gold medal and back. And there Jack found another dead dinosaur adapt. Maybe he wanted a letter bookmark the front of the castle book. There just M on the median and M on the bookmark. But it had M standing for. Tomorrow I'll bring everything back, said loudly. He breathed, slipped, dropped the woods, and the leaves rotted. Come on, called Annie. Jack wanted back into the big oak tree. He grabbed the rope of the ladder and climbing on. He reached the top. And climbing, dropped the hole on the wooden floor. He tossed it down and backpack pushed the glasses into the place. What you look at us going to be today? Asked Annie. He looking at the book scratched around the tree house. Annie picked up about the castle. Just yesterday, the castle looked and taken. Jack and Annie whooped the back of the knives. Hey, what is it in water anymore? She said, and she handed to Jack. You're right, said Jack, amazed. The book got soggy and a castle moat. But today is fine. Watch out, warned Annie. He had a dinosaur book into Jack's face. Put that away, Jack said nervously. But there sat a Tyrannosaurus Rex. They had a Tyrannosaurus onto the book. She grasped. Wow, she whispered. Look at an Annie chirped that and escaped. Jack was quiet. The sick bookmark wasn't chirped between pages. And that was long. The seats always so sturdy. Look and be more. Pyramids, Jack said. I think you love pyramids. It's true. Pyramids were high into the Jack list of the favorite things. After night, the dinosaur painting dinosaur, he could not everything worry about being eating a pyramid. Okay, he said. He holded a Pennsylvania book and the castle right up that back here. And in front of the frog crate, they hadn't told. I wish I go to this place. Meow, what is that? So look at the tiles of the window. The block was sitting right outside in the window. Oh, who is that? The cat was staring at Jack and Annie, the strongest cat Jack ever seen. These eyes were like gold color, and their Egypt book, whispered Annie. You can have it go stir the blue, and leaves begin to shake. Here we go, said Annie, and we go now louder, and there Jack closes his eyes into the trails and started to spin. It spins faster and faster. It's everything was still, absolutely still. Chapter 2, Oh Man, Mummies. And today was reading for Chapter 2 and the end of Chapter 3. Yeah, one more time. The story, Mr. Rabbit and the Lovely Present. Oh, whose present? Mr. Rabbit said, "Oh, little girl, I want to help. Help, little girl. I'll give you help then." "I can," said Mr. Rabbit. Mr. Rabbit said, "Oh, little girl, how about my mother?" "Your mother," said the rabbit. "It's her birthday." "Is her little girl happy birthday too then?" said Mr. Rabbit. "What are you giving her?" "That's just it," said the little girl. "It's one I have to help. There's nothing to give her." "Nothing to give your mother on the birthday?" said Mr. Rabbit. "Little girl, you really want to help." "I would like to give her something that she likes," said the little girl. "Something that she likes, a good present," said Mr. Rabbit. "But what?" said the little girl. "Yes, what?" said Mr. Rabbit. "She likes red," said the little girl. "Red," said the rabbit. "You can give her red." "Something red, maybe," said the little girl. "Oh, something red," said the little rabbit. "What is a red?" said the little girl. "Well," said the rabbit, "there's red underwear." "No," said the little girl. "I can give her that." "They're red ropes," said Rabbit. "No, we have a rope," said a little girl. "I want to give her that." "That's red boards," she said. Mr. Rabbit said, "Red curtains." "No," said the little girl. "She likes birds in a tree." "They're green fire engines." Mr. Rabbit said. "No," said the little girl. "He doesn't like fire engines." "Well," said Mr. Rabbit, "they're apples." "Good," said a little girl. "Good, but the apples. But I need something else." "What else do you like?" said Mr. Rabbit. "She likes yellow," said the little girl. "Yellow," said the rabbit. "You can give her yellow." "Something yellow, maybe," said the little girl. "Oh, something yellow," said Mr. Rabbit. "What is a yellow?" said the little girl. "Well," Mr. Rabbit said, there are yellow taxi cabs." "I'm sure she doesn't want a taxi cab," said the little girl. "The sun is a yellow," said the rabbit. "Oh, but the sun is very hot." "But I can give her sun," said the little girl. "So I would if I could. Carry the birds in a yellow," said Mr. Rabbit. "She likes the birds in the trees," the little girl said. "That's right, you told me," said Mr. Rabbit. "Well, butter is yellow." "Does she like the butter?" "You had a butter," said the little girl. "Bananas are yellow," said Mr. Rabbit. "Oh, good, that's good," said the little girl. "She likes bananas, but I need something else to up." "What else does she like?" said the Mr. Rabbit. "She likes green," said the little girl. "Green," said Mr. Rabbit. "You couldn't give her green." "Something green, maybe," said the little girl. "Amaranths," said the Mr. Rabbit. "Amaranths make a lovely grip." "But I can't out of an amaranth," said a little girl. "Paris are amaranth." "Green color," said Mr. Rabbit. "But she likes to be in the trees." "No," said a little girl. "Paris wouldn't do." "Peas and Spanish," said Mr. Rabbit. "Taste of the green Spanish is green." "No," said Mr. Squirrel. "And that had a little time. Caterpillars," said Mr. Rabbit. "Something of the green. You can have our caterpillars. Is scared of them," said the little girl. "How about the pears?" said Mr. Rabbit. "Better pears?" "The everything," said a little girl. "Is with the everything thing now are apples and bananas and pears, but I know something else. What else you like? said the little rabbit. She likes blue, said a little girl sad. Blue? You can give her glue, said a Mr. Rabbit. Something blue, maybe, said a little girl. Lake or blue? Sad, said Mr. Rabbit, but I can give her blue. Her or lake, you know, said the little girl. Stairs are blue, but I can't give her stairs, said a little girl, but I would if I could. Strippers are a lovely grip, said a Mr. Rabbit, but I can give her show-offers either, said a little girl. Bluebirds or a blue shurikens, a blue in the trees, said a rabbit. Right, said a little girl. How about blue grapes, said Mr. Rabbit. Yeah, said a little girl. That's good, very good. I like the grapes and the apples and the bananas and grapes. That's make a good gift, said a rabbit. All you need now in the basket. I have a basket, said a little girl. So she gave a basket and a green pears and a yellow bananas and a red apples and a blue grapes. This made a lovely present. Thanks for your help, Mr. Rabbit, said the little girl. Not at all, said Mr. Rabbit. I'm glad to help. Goodbye now, said a little girl. Goodbye, said a rabbit. Happy birthday, and a basket of the fruit of your mother. And the end. And did you have fun? Yours English Country Coming. Get a better book and yours goodbye. And don't you goodbye to Mr. Rabbit and a lovely present goodbye. And this is Mr. Rabbit and little girl goodbye to you. And a lovely present goodbye to you. And the magic trails goodbye. And Jack and Annie goodbye to you. And a little kitty goodbye. And to the 2 book and 2 story goodbye. And your favorite goodbye to thumbs up on my YouTube. And bye bye friend. Have a nice day.